Hello, I'm here to explain the types or the classification of food. So this is called as NOVA food classification system. Here you have group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Group 4 is where we have a lot of discussion. So group 1 is something where it is unprocessed, or it is also called as natural food or minimally processed food. The key word here is something is removed but not added. Okay, for example, you use process like grinding, drying, fermentation, cooling, freezing, etc. For example, the category of food that comes in this is cut frozen vegetables. You have potatoes where it is just cleaned, cut, and removed. Some unedible or unwanted part is removed. Other examples include eggs, fresh pasta, couscous, lentils, chickpea, dry fruit, peanut, etc. Peanuts exactly without salt, sugar, and there is herbs, meat, tea, coffee, etc. And also mineral water. So the key word you need to remember here is it's minimally processed. The natural form of the food is still seen. Group 2 is where a small amount of oil, fat, salt, and sugar is added. For example, from the group 1, which is unprocessed or minimally processed food, you have nuts. So you remove oil from seeds, you have butter from milk, you have brown sugar, the actual brown sugar, which has molasses, etc. So that group is group 2. Here, only small amounts of oil, fat, sugar is added to it if necessary, or it is extracted from the natural part. And group 3 is called as processed food. Here, you take group 1, which is minimally processed, you add group 2, and then you make a group 3. For example, you have canned food, you have preserved vegetables wherein you add salt, water, vinegar, etc. And still the natural form of the food is still there, but there is something extra added to it. You have salted and sugared nuts, you have cheese, you have breads which is freshly made, and there is alcoholic beverages, wine, etc. Now coming to group 4, where it's ultra processed food. So here it's industrial formulations, it's synthesized in the lab, it is made hyper palatable. I mean, you take something, you grind it, you add sugar, you add oil, you add everything excess and make it edible. For example, your chips, your other snacks, cola, soda, sauce, ice cream, your meat nuggets, your instant soups, energy drinks, your chocolate, and burger, cakes, etc. etc. So, what exactly happens here is that the natural form of the food is lost. Now that you know the different classification of food, let me talk something about the nutrition labels. So where will you actually look for nutrition labels? Is it in minimally processed food or ultra processed food? Second question is, what does healthy mean to you? Is it adding 100 grams of millet to your cakes, or your breads, or replacing sugar with jaggery, or picking a candy packet, looking at the label and saying, you know what, the first ingredient is sugar, they have added colors, they've added oil, they've added starch. What exactly do you expect from an ultra processed food? When I've explained the classification, what exactly is ultra processed food to you? What nutrition do you really expect from packaged food? Your biscuits, your sauces, your nuggets, which make your life easier. So, I am here to tell you the difference, or at least to have the sense to choose something for your health. And health is not adding 100 grams of millet flour to your cake and calling it healthy, no maida, no sugar, etc. etc. Health is a holistic approach. You have to be disciplined. You need to add workouts. You need to have good relationships. You need to have good air quality, good water. Everything is related to health. Just removing 100 grams of maida from your cake recipe doesn't make you healthy. understand the concept of health, understand what you really have to eat to make or to gain the benefit of the food that you're eating. Always choose minimally processed food where you actually can see the natural form of it. There are other things that are added to ultra processed food, but now that you know the difference, I am very sure you have the common sense to decide what exactly you need to eat. And lastly, do you check labels on your street food? Do you check labels when you eat in the restaurants? So why do you panic when you check labels on ultra processed food? Let me know your health concept. See ya.